Here's what we know. Bitcoin ETFs are coming. They are going to be approved. It's going to happen. And the single biggest event, in my opinion, that's going to happen to crypto, most likely in 2024, outside of the Bitcoin halving, which is its whole other massive positive catalyst event, is the approval and the launch of Bitcoin ETFs from the likes of BlackRock, Fidelity, Schwab, etc. It's coming. Okay. And so, in that scenario, I have to give this crypto project, I have to applaud them because they know that this is going to be one of the biggest, single, most positive, most talked about hysteria in a positive way, FOMO event, period, end of story. So, why not come out with a project that actually takes advantage of that and also gives you and I the ability to ride that wave. And that's what this project does. Bitcoin ETF token. It's going to reward holders as the Bitcoin ETFs are approved. It's going to be right there alongside, all of the hype and the hysteria in a positive way associated with that. Okay. And there'll be people that will want to get involved with Bitcoin ETF token, right? This project in part of that. Now, to be clear, this is not what you're seeing. This is not a Bitcoin ETF. This is a new project coming out with their own token, and they are aligning themselves with the event that is the approval and launch of the Bitcoin ETFs. Okay. That's what this is. So again, I think it's really, really smart what they're doing. Okay. You can see that they've raised 869,000 out of 1.26 right there. You can either join with Ethereum or USDT or a card. Link in the description below, by the way, to this project if you want to check this out. Okay. I highly recommend you definitely check this out and just take a look at it. Run it through your own due diligence, right? And just like anything out there, I would tell you, even Bitcoin or even Ethereum or Cardano, don't put everything you have and that you own into one project. So don't just ape into this one and that this is the only one you do. I mean, I tell you that all the time. But if you want to, do some stuff that's interesting that could have a positive return, hey, go for it, right? And that's really what my point is. I've said this about Shiba Inu, I've said this about Dogecoin, I've said this about Polygon. Okay, I'm a big believer in you have a base core diversified portfolio and then you will it's a good idea to take a few minor risks here and there, right, and put money into projects like Bitcoin ETF token or other ones like that, right? And so there's nothing wrong with that as long as you have a good base investing strategy in place, right? Okay, so Bitcoin ETF token, again, hasn't launched yet. Right now, basically in pre-sale. You can take advantage of it. Links in the description below to check out this page. But basically, it's going to follow along with the process of as the Bitcoin ETFs are approved. And I want to show you this. They are actually going to burn tokens, burn the Bitcoin ETF tokens. This project you see as the Bitcoin ETFs are approved. Like, look right here, ETF approval. Once the first ETF is approved, right here, you can see another 5% of the total supply is going to be burned. Once an ETF is launched, another 5% will be burned. Once the 1 billion ETF assets reach 1 billion, so like when let's say, for example, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF reaches 1 billion, another 5% will be burned. When Bitcoin hits 100,000, another 5% will burn, as an example. So then why this matters is if they're going to burn tokens along the way, there's going to be less supply. That inherently means that the value of Bitcoin ETF could go up as it rolls along. Okay, so with that, links in the description below. Check it out. This was a sponsored video from Bitcoin ETF. So just again, FYI, full disclosure. So there you go. But yeah, I love seeing and bringing new projects to you guys because my audience is very big and diverse. And I know that there are people that like to look at opportunities like this. So I appreciate you. Smash that like button and I'll see you. Have a good one. Go make some money.